Hello, this is Quartier, co-founder of Arduino, and welcome to this 1 hour of code video with Arduino. Today we're going to see how to use one of these Arduino Nano Every, one of our latest designs, a super tiny board that can help you do any kind of project you want to and very inexpensive. So the idea is to, in less than 1 hour, make a very simple project. And I was thinking, what if we did something like this? So it's a very simple piano that has a lot of buttons. I like to call it the electronic recorder. And we're going to see how to build something like this in absolutely no time. So with me, I have a bunch of buttons, a bunch of wires, Nano Every, a micro USB cable, and a breadboard, and oh yeah, and a tiny piezo speaker. So with these components, we can make a simple music instrument in less than 1 hour that you could replicate in this 1 hour of code challenge. So let's get started. I will start by mounting the project. I'm going to move to this area of the table, so you see my hands here. So the idea is to mount a system that will play music with this board. And so we use Nano Every, we plug it in our breadboard. It's the breadboard that you know. And a bunch of buttons. And here we are. So this is a very simple recorder that corresponds, as I said, to this design here. The piezo element here is a bit different from the one in the picture, but works the same. And we can connect this through the micro USB cable to our USB port in the computer. So by default, the board, you'll see the LED here shining. It means it's getting power. Okay. So I can start playing once I have some software on it, just to make sure that everything's connected properly. So it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 4th connection. There you go. So now it's time to make some software. So the software for this is very easy, but I want to make something special. I want to use something that I think you have never used before, and I want to use a library called EduIntro that allows you to treat your different electrical components or electronic components as software objects. This, in a way, is much easier for people that have a problem coupling the whole abstraction of digital write and digital read and so on in Arduino. So if you're a teacher and you're willing to try something a little bit different, that in my opinion is going to make your life a lot easier when teaching, I recommend using the EduIntro library. But because we're using the Nano Every, we also need to install the Nano Every board description, which doesn't come with the default IDE. So this is the Arduino IDE as you see it here, and if we check on the boards manager, we need to make sure that the boards manager includes the Arduino Nano Every. And the Arduino Nano Every is something you can check by just searching here every, and you see it says here I have it installed, Arduino Mega AVR boards by Arduino, and this is a working package for Arduino Uno Wi-Fi version 2 and Arduino Nano Every. So you need to have this. They don't come by default with the Arduino software, so it's important that you install it. So repeat, you have to go to Tools, Boards Manager, and in there you have to search for Every. And this will list you the thing you need to install. If you don't have it installed, it will say here install. Or if you have an older version, we say here update. Okay. So once you have it, you can then just select the Nano Every board here. So when you write your software, you will upload it to the right board. Also, you have to make sure that you have the right port for it. On the other hand, you need to have the right library. So if we look into File, using Sketch, we have to include library, manage libraries, and you need to install a library called EduIntro. EduIntro is a library that we created at Arduino to just make much easier dealing with code, especially for beginners. So as you see here, I have the version number 0011 installed. So if you have an earlier version and you're going to make this experiment with Nano Every, you need to update to at least version 0011. Okay, so please remember this. You have this library installed as well as a core, and this will allow you writing code that could run on the Arduino Nano Every. Let's just take a look at how to write the program to work with this. The way to do it will be to first include the library. You have to include eduintro.h. If you install eduintro properly, this will turn orange. If you didn't install it, this will not turn orange, so just keep it in mind. And then we said we're going to have a piezo speaker. We can call it piezo on pin 14. Okay. And then we will have buttons, and they're going to be connected on the pins 0 to 7. So a button is declared like this with this library button, and then we have to give a name. For example, btn 0 will be on pin 0. And then we can have button btn 1 will be on pin 1. And I can copy and paste this and then modify it, because I have 8 buttons. So it will be button number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It will be button number 2, pin 3, on pin 4, on pin 5, pin 6, and pin 7. So in this way, we have the different buttons declared, and we have a piezo speaker declared, and then we can start doing things. When you declare things this way, with this library, you don't need to do anything on the setup. So we can just leave a comment here saying, we need nothing. And then we can work with the code here and say, if button 0, and look at this, is pressed. This is one of the advantages of this library. So if the button has been pressed, then we can say the piezo to beep a certain note, and when we want it to beep the note C4. Okay, so this gives you an idea on how easy it is to program now, because we can use this object-oriented language that we say this object has this action, or ask the question, this object perform this action. So in this case, we ask the button, did you just perform the action press? Somebody just pressed the button. Then take this other object, which is a piezo speaker, and perform the action beep at a certain note. As you see, it's super simple to start writing code in this way. So let's continue. And we can just copy this and make it work for the different buttons. We can just copy paste and go if the button 1 is pressed, if the button 2 is pressed, button 3, or the 4th, or the 5th, or the 6th, or the 7th. So in total there is 8 buttons. And then I will play the notes D, E, F, G, A, B, and C5. There is only one flaw in this code, and it has to do with the fact that the pins 0 and 1 are not in the same order. So pin 0 is not the first pin on the board. You will say, oh, this sounds weird. Why can I test the pinout of my Nano Every board? Well, you can actually go to Arduino's website and check the Arduino Nano Every pinout. And let me just show you this. So this is the Arduino Nano Every on the Arduino store, and this is its documentation, and on it there is here documentation. Here's the pinout. So let's just zoom in so you can see this a bit better. And on the pinout file you see here how RX and TX are these pins, and in theory they should correspond to pin 0 and 1, but it's not like that if you look at the board from behind. And let me just show up in the image for a second. Here you see me, and here you see the board. Whoop. From behind it's a bit hard to read, but I can tell you that pin TX is number 1 and pin RX is number 0. So in this image we have here pin TX is number 1 and is the first one, but pin RX, which is the second one, is actually number 0. So they are in the inverted order, and this affects our code, and this means we need to go back to the IDE and just fix that. When the button 1 is pressed, we play the C, and when the button 0 is pressed, we play the D. So this is the summary on how to make a very simple piano. The only problem with this program is that when you play it, the buttons are always pressed, and they will all of them stay pressed. But let's just test it, and then we later can look at how to fix the code. So in order to upload the sketch, the only thing we need to do is to go to Tools, make sure we have selected the board where the port where the board is connected to, and click on Upload. At the time I click Upload, what's going to happen is that my board is going to, my IDE is going to tell me to save the file. So I will just give it a name, save it, and continue. I could also skip saving and it would work anyway, but I want to save it so I can then make modifications later. So let me just go back to the IDE and upload. So here's where I have to save it. You see here, and I will give it the name Hour of Code Recorder and save. So now it's ready and it's been compiled, and it will be uploaded in a second, and then we can start playing with it. So here you go. The only problem, bring the microphone closer to me. The only problem that you will have noticed is that now the sound is unstoppable, because in our code we didn't do anything for stopping it. So I will just force a new empty program. And upload it to the board so that we don't have any more of this like sound on us. So we need to fix our code so we can basically make sure that it stops playing when we stop pressing the button, or that it stops after a while. So we saw a very basic way of like making the code work, and we saw that it's very easy to work with this library we just saw. So the next thing is to go back to the desktop here and fix the code to make sure that it stops. So right now we have a intro here, we declare the buttons, and when the button is pressed, we play. But we also want that when a button is released, it stops playing. So it's a function actually that is called release. We want it to stop playing when we release any of the buttons. So we could basically copy paste something like this and say when the button is released, then there is a function called no beep that will make the button stop playing. So we could just copy this and apply it to each one of the buttons. So now, every time I press the button, sound will start playing, and when I release the button, it will stop playing any sound. So I can upload this to my board, and in a second, once it's done, I will be able to start playing again with my sound. And this would be it. This would be a super simple way of making a piano in less than 1 hour. So you can just make this project for your 1 hour of code projects with your kids at any time. So let's check it out. So that's it. Happy hour of code, everybody. Just check the comments of the video where you will find the code and some summary of the 2 things you need to install: the Arduino Nano Every board manager description and the Arduino Edu Intro library. Thank you very much and enjoy making.